Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome. My name is Christina Marie from Beautyamab. I do beauty reviews, tutorials, unboxing, spoilers, and giveaways. Today, we are doing one of my highly requested videos of the year. And I've got a bunch that are coming up. But it is my declutter of my eyeshadow palettes. And I'm really hoping that I can take out as many palettes as I put in. I'm not quite sure on this go around if that's gonna happen or not. Because I think I had, if you watched my video where it ranks the palettes that I tried for this year, I think I had 21. It was either 21 or 22 of like new ones that I was putting in. So before getting into that, I do want to welcome anybody who's new here. Thank you so much for checking us out. For all my return subscribers, you know I love spoiling you guys. Every month I try and do an eyeshadow palette giveaway. For the month of December, it is the Afro Galactic palette. Looks like this. Fun color changing shadows. And look in the description box down below under current giveaways. I've got a bunch going on. I'm filming 2 more today. It'll take you to the video, talks about how to enter this one. Giveaways are really easy. Be subscribed to the channel, watch the videos in their entirety. So if you haven't subscribed yet, I invite you to do so. We're such a fun, laid-back group here. If you can do me a favor, hit that bell button, mark it to all. And if you are watching on a mobile device, go into your settings. I want you guys to know when I upload. Definitely want you guys to know when I do giveaways, because I do them a lot here on the channel. As far as what is on my eyes today, obviously not decluttering this one. And not decluttering what's on my eyes today. It is the ColourPop After Hours palette. It kind of looks like that. Really, really pretty one. So let's go through really quick my new ones that I haven't really had a chance to try out yet. Some of them are just new to me. Some of them are new out. So I did pick up some of these in like a Black Friday sale. I really wanted to try more of Gourmand Girls. This is their Nueva Vida palette. And she's like really, really, really pretty. I need to try more of it out. I've tried it out once and the shadows didn't really last all day. So I need to try this out a little bit more. Maybe with like some of the different formulas in here. Because I really like my other Gourmand Girl palette that I have that we'll get into in a little bit. Another one that's new to me is the Natasha Denona Dream palette. I've wanted this one since it first came out. So pretty, and we'll get into all my Natasha Denonas in a little bit. The most expensive palette that I picked up was the because I haven't owned one of her palettes before, is the Danessa Meyer's Beauty Lightworks Volume 6. And it's just stunning, the color shifting. Amazing. And I have a trip coming up and I'm debating whether or not taking this with me. But it's a really quick trip and it's a really expensive shadow palette and I don't want it to get like destroyed, so probably won't take that one. I'll probably have to figure out something else. I have one in mind for sure that I'm doing. And then I have some like ColourPop ones that I picked up. The Heavy Petal palette I got in like a mystery bundle. So I kind of want to play with this one. I think this will be a good spring one. I've got a bunch of good spring ones in here. So I got to figure out what I'm doing. The Lilac You a Lot. Like I said, these ones that I've just picked up we are going to keep for this go around. Going Coconuts. This one makes such a pretty travel palette. The Fiesta from Chica Beauty. I'm going down the Fiesta Bowl, so I'm all geeked out about that. Really fun, cute. We have another ColourPop in a Trance, like another super fun spring one, summer one. From Lucky Chick is Daydreams. Cute, fun. That would make a good travel one. And then we have a Paranova eyeshadow palette. Like this. I think this one would be good almost for the fall. I do have one mini in my like everyday drawer here. It is the Natasha Denona Mini Dream Palette. Love this. Love traveling with this. So I do have 8 shadows here. These are my Cliona ones. These are for the glitter formula, and these are for the stained glass ones. And they just kept building themselves because they're really, really fragile. And I was thinking about traveling with them, but they're so fragile and they are expensive. And then my other loose shadows that I have are Natasha Denona. So she would make these, she used to make these 5-pan ones that were bigger than her minis. And a lot of them you could only get like in BoxyCharm and Ipsy. So, and they're really easy to depot. So I put them in here. So here's kind of like the pinks and a little bit of the blue. And then I have this one here that's full of all sorts of neutrals. We're not going to do a ton of swatches because we'd be here all day. I love the Tati Beauty Volume 1. I really wish that she would come out with more because I saw the concept for the Volume 2 and it looked really, really good. And how she does the rose, and especially this time of year, playing with those glitters. Make sure to use a glitter glue. I love them. And I only have one Pat McGrath one. It was our holiday one, I think last year. And it just kind of looks like that. These next two are the sentimental ones, and they just kind of sit on the shelf. Urban Decay, because it's so thick, looks like a book. Game of Thrones one, the one that you can pull out like this, and it has a thing that kind of looks like the throne. And it does have some really pretty shadows in it. And then here are those shadows. But I mean, you never want to travel with it, it's so big. Love Game of Thrones, so that's sitting here. And then my son, only one child, was a college athlete, and his sport was cross country and track. So I do have the Urban Decay Born to Run. A really fall, kind of grungy type of palette. And it just reminds me of him. Okay, now we're getting into some that we can probably get rid of. Okay, let's do the bigger ones first. I have Culture 2. It is a fairly new to me one, so I'm going to keep that one. Sorry, that was the Culture one. And then keeping the Culture 2. Kind of looks like that. I don't do big palettes too often. I think these are my large. That I got some couple Glam Light ones. They're on the larger side. I do. Wahala. Kind of looks like this. And the Wahala 2. Really pretty. Wish they'd get rid of those glitters. That's just me. Okay, let's go into the mid-size ones. We have the Warrior by Juvia's. This may be my oldest Juvia's Place palette. It's very, very pretty. I've got so many other shades or tones that are just like this. And I just rather, so the ones that I get rid of, if they've expired, then obviously they're going in the trash. I don't give away used items to my subscribers. And then if they're like gently used and can be salvaged and stuff, I will give it to like families and friends. So that one we are going to give away. Candy Shop is fairly new. Love this for the spring. And Garden of Juvia's, another really good spring one. The Tribe. I really like this color story. We're going to keep her. I know I'm not making a great headway here. Oh, I have one more. And the Warrior 3. I do think that we can just declutter that one. The 6-pans. The Mariposa, Yami, Angelina, and Juvia's Place. This one is so fun. I think I'm going to keep this one. The Nubian Glow. There's one reason why I would keep this is because for Boise State, for the orange. But, I mean, I've got orange in different palettes. So let's do declutter that one. Violet's a pretty purple one, but I've got this and other stories. That one can go kind of the same with the berries palette. The mauves. It's pretty, but like I said, I've got kind of the same stuff in other ones. Nubian Royal. I love this, especially for New Year's Eve. So keeping that one. Chocolates is just really, really deep, and I don't really use that too many deep colors. And then the sweet pinks. You know, I think I am going to keep this one. And I think I'm going to keep that mauve one too. I keep thinking about that one. Was it the mauve or the berries? Let me look here. I do want to keep the mauves. No, yeah. The mauves, berries. I think I'm okay getting rid of that one. Okay, Color Pops. Am I going to get rid of any of these? I have this mauve here in the quads and this kind of chocolate one here. I think I'm going to keep this one and get rid of this one. I have Blue Moon and Meant to Be. I think I'm going to get rid of Meant to Be and keep Blue Moon. This is when you could like create your own bundle. And so those are just singles that I put together from ColourPop. And then I love this Lush one. I wish that it's just such a fun color story. It's older, but I wish that they would like come out on like a reformulated one. But I really like the color story, so I'm going to keep that one. What are we going to do with all these glam light ones? Scooby-Doo is fairly, the Ruh-Roh is fairly new to me. I really like this color story. Keeping that one, because I don't know what to do with this one. And there's one reason only, is the Orange and Blues. I'm going down to Phoenix to watch the Boise State play in the Fiesta Bowl. And so we're keeping this one, because our colors are blue and orange, so we're keeping this one at least for another year. The Michaelas are not going anywhere. I love using, especially this row here, this bottom row and inner corners. And the shades are just my jam, the jewel tones. And then here was her original one. What are we gonna do with the cocktail type ones? Chocolate Martini, she kind of looks like this. I think it can go. And the same with a Dirty Martini. I don't do a lot of grunge type looks. Wine. I think I'm going to keep her. She has a really pretty purple palette. Margarita. This would be a fun little travel palette. Like someplace tropical or fun. Gonna keep her. The Ice Cream Dream one is fairly new to me, so I'm going to keep that. And I'm going to keep the Rick and Morty. This is one of my favorite ones that they've done. I really wish that they were like, you could pop out and move them around. Because I would like take out a couple of these for travel. That's so pretty. That way I wouldn't have to take a whole big palette with me. I have one more, kind of like my drugstore one. I think there might be like one more after this. The Hip Dot Cenote palette. I mean, I think she's pretty, but it's time to find her a new home. My Sydney Graces. Sweet Indulgence is really pretty. She's gonna stay. Chase Your Dreams is another one that's really nice. Really fun for the fall. She's staying. And then I do think I'm gonna keep all of my Temptalia ones. I have reordered these, so they're not in the right orders. This one, I kind of put like all the greens together. There's some really pretty blues and golds. I thought that looked really nice together. I put some of the berries together. So keeping those. This pink lips one, I got an Ipsy one. I hated this palette. I couldn't get it to work for me. I couldn't get the shadows to last. I couldn't get the shadows to show up. It's going. Dominique Cosmetics. Eternal palette isn't going anywhere. I really like the Moment. This is an all matte palette, so I do use it as a companion one, but it's a really kind of like some kind of more on the cool tone side. There's a couple in there that are warm tone shades, but love that one. This one I keep going back and forth on. But I think it's time that to part. This is the berries and cream one. It's just getting really, really old and starting to fall apart. I love this palette. This is the Adriana Nicole's I Am Everything palette. I know we said we weren't going to do a lot of swatches, but I mean, we have to do some from this palette. I mean, use a glitter glue, but it just looks so pretty. Stunning. I mean, they're amazing. I only have one Odin's Eye, and it is the Gila palette with Angelica. Kind of looks like this. Super, super pretty. This is that second Gourmand Girls that I was talking to you about. I mean, look at these shades. I'm really thinking about, this would be a fun one for like New Year's Eve. And then with me going down to the Fiesta Bowl for Boise State. So I really want to swatch this orange and this blue shade. I mean, that's really, really pretty. That one might be coming down with me down to Arizona. And after all my declutters that I've done, I think the only Huda Beauty one I have left is the Mercury. And I really, really like this color story. Oh, I was wrong. I do have one more Gourmand Girls. This one's really, really pretty too. Keeping it. I only have one Sigma palette. It was from the holiday collection, I think last year. Really, really pretty. I think I only have one Morphe left. It is this one. It was their metallic one. And you guys, that silver in here is everything. Anastasia Beverly Hills, I do have the sugar one. It's a fairly new to me palette. Leaving that one. But I do think it is time for the Modern Renaissance to go. I just never got a ton of use at it, but so it can go. From Too Faced, we have the Born This Way Cold Smolder Nudes. I really like this one. Keeping that. Then we have That's My Jam, and I do think that I'm gonna let this one go this time. Another one that I'm gonna let go is the What's Up Beauty. Kind of look like this. My Nomads, I have two of them. I have the National Parks. Love this one. And I have the Nomad Venice Simply and Express. And that center shade is just stunning, but I think I'm gonna let this one go. I have one Ace Beauty palette. It is the Falling For You. It is such a pretty fall palette. Keeping this one. 3 Visearts. I do have this all matte one, really warm tones. Keeping that. I absolutely love the Viseart formula. And I have 2 of the little guys. I have the Petite Prune. Looks like that. Super pretty. The Petite Protois. Another really pretty one. So keeping the Visearts. A pretty good declutter last year of my Natasha Denona's. So I think we're going to keep all of these. I do have the Mini Crush, Mini Leela, Mini Star, and the Mini Nude. Retro full size is one of my favorites. Love this. I mean, if I had to rank my Natasha Denona palettes, I'd probably put the Love at the bottom, but I'm still keeping her. Zendo, I got this in an Ipsy Points, guys, or their add-ons. Love it. Love this one. I got it as a gift from my husband. It is the Ipsy Glam, the Natasha Denona Glam. Love it. Oh, absolutely love that palette. And then her big ones, I only have one. It is the Circo Loco. And it kind of looks like this. Fun, colorful. So let me count out, see how many we are decluttering. So not as many as we put in, which means it grew a little bit, but there's some really good ones. I picked this up this year. So 17 is what we are doing. So I'm thinking about doing like maybe my top 10, maybe ones that I've had the best memories with. Let me know what you kind of want to see. Let me know if you guys like this video. Hope that you guys are having a beautiful rest of your day. Take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and I will see you soon. Bye!